Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. Back with another lesson through the spirit, man. Just going to be talking about two cases of judgment. Lesson may be fairly quick. I'm not sure. It just depends on if I get interrupted or not. Lord willing, I don't, though. Nonetheless, we're going to get into it, man. So if you all are aware, which you all should be, the Lord has taken two major figures in the entertainment world through judgment, and that is Malcolm Jamal Warner, better known from his work in the Cosby Show, which is ahead of my time, but nonetheless, I do know him as an actor. And this is just some of the things that he's played in. But he's mainly known for the Cosby Show. That was his big show. And then, so that happened Sunday. He drowned in Costa Rica. I can get the information on that. It says Malcolm Jamal Warner, former Cosby Show star, dead at 54. It says Warner was swept away by a rip current and was found later that afternoon. His official cause of death was asphyxia. Police said Warner was formally identified by Costa Rica's National Police. And just today, earlier this morning, heavy metal and icon would be the correct term for people who looked at him in that form or fashion, even though at the end of the day he's just a human being. But he is a very big a very popular rock star, and that is Ozzy Osbourne. Passed away as well, and that was today at 76 years old. It says the legendary heavy metal singer and Black Sabbath frontman has died at the age of 76. His family confirmed his passing on July 22nd, 2025, though the exact cause of death was not specified. Osbourne had been battling health issues in recent years, including a form of Parkinson's disease and a number of spinal injuries. It says Osbourne's death follows a farewell concert in his hometown of Birmingham. Just weeks before his passing, while he retired from live performances, he had intended to continue recording music. It says key points about his death. Right, and it's just going over what I just read, man. Nonetheless, when you're in a role like this, or the Lord have you in a spirit like this, to where you're a major superstar, which I can't remember which one of those. I don't think it was Ozzy Osbourne, but I can't remember which one of those rock and roll guys or singers said he found out that he has some Native American or some type of Southern Kingdom blood in him, and they said he might have been a Jake. I can't remember who it was, if it was Ozzy Osbourne or somebody else, but that just popped into my mind thinking about this. But when you're in a lot like this, to where you have this fame and fortune and whatnot on this side, or in this Western world media, you can almost get that. You can almost get that that spirit of pride, right? Of thinking that you're better or bigger than everyone else. And I'm not saying that these people necessarily were living that type of way, but that is the mindset of a lot of stars and entertainers and celebrities and whatnot, right? They get to thinking that way because, as the saying goes, they get to smelling themselves. I just would bring this out because, sometimes when people are famous, and even then, I used to think about this as a kid. It damn near felt like these type of people were, I don't want to say immortals, but that would be the correct term. It just didn't seem like nothing bad could happen to them, right? And this is what I'm saying, like I was a little kid. It seemed like nothing bad could happen to them, or they would like never die. And then when they did, it just realized, oh, they actually are human. Because a lot of people do think like that. That's me thinking as a kid, though, as a child, in a child mindset, not in a spirit or the mindset of a man, right? But it can't seem like that. It's something like that as far as you could even take Kobe Bryant dying. Something like that. People thinking this guy is invincible, untouchable, and whatnot. And just like that can get judged, right? And bring him down to earth, knowing that the Lord is not a respecter of persons. Right, so this is the book of Acts, chapter 10 and verse 33, and it reads, "Immediately, therefore, I sent to thee, and thou hast well done that thou art come. Now, therefore, are we all here present before Salakia. Now, therefore, are we all here present before the Most High, to hear all things that are commanded thee of the Most High, or God." I should say God. It says, verse 34, "Then Peter opened his mouth and said, Of a truth, I perceive that God is no respecter of persons, but in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him." Right? And somebody will read this, or a Christian will read this, "But in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted of him." The word which God sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace by Yahushua Mashiach. He is Lord of all, right? You know, Yahushua is coming back upon the earth, and he's gonna be the leader of, he's gonna rule the earth, man. He's gonna be over all nations. And that doesn't mean that necessarily they're his children, because reading below there, it states who his children are, the children of Israel. But the Lord does not care who you are, what you are, or who you think you are in your own mind. Because at the end of the day, like I always reference, we're just a blade of grass in this big field, man. A blade of grass. And just like that, you can get clipped. Just like that, you can get touched. And it's a reason why it says it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. I'm going to get Isaiah 44 after this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, and verse 20. It says, "Declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Judah, saying, Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not." Right? That's the case of our people, man. The Lord has put a spirit on them to where they're blinded from this truth. It hurts them. It plagues them, and they just. You have to realize, man, that people are afraid or fear things that they don't understand. So when somebody says this person died or this person perished or whatnot, they don't understand that the Lord is the one who did that to them. The Lord is the one who put forth that judgment, and no one else. And that credit should go to him and only him, because he's the one who made it happen. Whether he did it through somebody or whether he just did it on his own. Even then, he's still doing it on his own, whether he's using somebody or not. It says, "Hear now," this is verse 21, "Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me?" Right? The Lord is a question in our people, man. Because if you really had true understanding, you will understand that all of these things that's happening on the earth right now is that the Lord's doing. Anything that's going on in your life, whether it be good or bad, is that the Lord's doing, right? So just like that, it could turn real sour for you. Why would you not fear a power that can do that, that can punish the body and the soul? Why would you not fear it? Because you have no understanding of it, right? Fear ye not me, saith the Lord Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it? Question mark. But this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They're revolted and gone. So let's talk about our people, man. That's completely true. Revolted and going backward from what the Lord has instructed us to do. And I was about to say, man, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, right? And people still would still disregard the Lord. So it reads, for we know him that hath said, this is Hebrews 10:30, for we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. And it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Why is it a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God? Because there's no way out of that one. The Lord already has you in his hands. But if you get into his hands and it's not in a good way, in a bad way, that's your ass. That's the most that's the most terrible thing that can happen to you. Is getting on the Lord's bad side. Getting on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh's bad side. There is nothing. Salaki if you have on earbuds. I probably just ear graped y'all. But no, that's the worst thing that can happen to you is getting on the Lord's bad side, right? Because you ain't gonna win that one. The best believe you ain't gonna win that one. So let me get this to back that up. Of course, you know I have to pull it out if we did a little judgment. This is Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, starting at the 38th verse. It says, which did eat the fat of their which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offerings. Let them rise up and help you and be your protection. It says, verse 39, in my point, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. Right? The Ancient of Days. No beginning and no ending. If I wet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. And what does it say about those who hate the Lord? It's almost like precept upon precept, like we say. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 35. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death, man. All they that hate me love death. That's the Lord's words. So if you hate the Lord, that means you love death. I was going to go to Isaiah 40. Isaiah 44. I was just reading this earlier today, too. I think it was fear ye not me. Fear ye not. Yacon. Here it is. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44 and verse 6. I was just reading this earlier today, too. It says, Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts, of heaven's armies, of war, the God of war. I am the first and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. Let's read that again. Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts, the King of war, the King of heaven's armies. I am the first and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. And there's even a cross-reference for, there's a precept to back that up too in the book of Psalms. I believe. It is. It's in the book of Psalms. I can't remember what chapter it's in though. Let me see. No, not no God beside me. The gods of the nations are idols. Yeah, Psalm 96 and 5. I'll get that after this. I believe that goes with what I'm saying. It says, thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel. I'm going to read it again. And his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts, Lord of heaven's armies, Lord of war. I am the first and I am the last. And beside me there is no God. And who, as I, shall call and shall declare it and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people and the things that are coming and shall come, let them shew unto them. So like, fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a God beside me? Yeah, there is no God. I know not any, right? So there is no power. All of these false gods and these false idols are exactly that. They're false, fictional, fake. There is no gods and no lords near Yahweh. He even created the false idols, right? Through the wicked, of course, through their own understanding and whatnot, and them going off, they created them, right? Let me get this. Psalm 96 and 5. It says, this is Psalm 96 and 1. It says, a call to worship the Lord, the righteous judge. Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song. Sing unto Yahweh all the earth. Sing unto Yahweh, bless his name. Shew forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto Yahweh, O ye kindred of the people. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. So the Lord is to be feared amongst all these fake, pagan, false idols and gods, man. He's the one who created the heavens. He's the one who created the earth, who brought forth the water, who brought forth the fire, who brought forth the ground, all of that stuff. He created everything, okay? So an entity or a power like that is to be feared, not to be fucked with. Let me see. I can end it off with this. It wouldn't be a judgment video without this. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3. You can start at the first verse. It says, woe to Jerusalem and the nations. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. She obeyed not the voice. She received not correction. She trusted not in Yahweh. She drew not near to her God. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones till the morrow. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. The just Yahweh is in the midst of. He will not do iniquity, meaning the Lord cannot do evil, right? And the Lord cannot sin. Did he create evil? Yeah, but he can't do it himself. He can't sin. It says injustice, unrighteousness, wrong, violent deeds of injustice. Anything that the wicked did on they side was them going off and let their imaginations, and what was led to their imaginations. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light, he faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. And the reason says, I have cut off the nations, their towers are desolate, I made their streets waste, that none passes by, their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabitant. Okay? So just, a quick little lesson. Seeing that Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away the other day, and thought about doing a lesson on it. Then I just seen Ozzy Osbourne pass away. I seen that update either earlier this morning or not too long ago. Can't remember, but then I was like, I might as well just do a lesson on both of them. So here it is. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. Close it off there. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bashim Kabadash. Amen.